Bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging.
Alright y'all, so before we get started with this video, disclaimer, please excuse the forehead, okay? Please excuse the forehead. My forehead looks huge. Please excuse my sister in the background because she's very noticeable, so please excuse her. What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today is Vlogmas day 4, but not really Vlogmas day 4 because today is day 6. But as you can see by the title, on day 4 I got in a car accident. So it's gonna be a little mini story time on how I got in a car accident, what happened. Let's go ahead and get started with this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn notification on to know. Alright y'all, so we're gonna start off on like us leaving the house. So we had to go take her some lunch because she said she didn't want to eat. She didn't want to eat any Walmart food, so I said, okay, I'll come with you. My sister would come with me, my older sister, to go drop her some nachos or whatever. So we was going to bring my dog with us, but we put her down. So my mama told us, so we were driving out the neighborhood or whatever. As we was driving out the neighborhood, my sister said she didn't think we should go. I said, okay, do you want us to turn around? Like, we can go back to the house. She was like, no. And then, so mama called, and she said she didn't think we should go. And I was like, okay, like, we can turn around. We're, like, literally in the front of the neighborhood. Like, I can turn around real quick. We can come back to the house. And then I was thinking, okay, so maybe I should just turn back around. Like, maybe I shouldn't go. But I was like, okay, whatever. We're just going to keep going. So I was going to turn left. Kiera said we should turn right. So I was like, okay, we can turn right. Because we're going to Bilo. So taking left will most likely take more of a longer way. So should we just turn right, whatever. So as we're going towards the stoplight, the light is red. So we're driving on a one-way road, and so basically at the light it starts to merge. It starts becoming another lane so you can turn left. So basically now it's 2 on this side, 1 on this side. So we're on the 2 sides, so we're coming closer to the light. I merge into the left turning lane road. Okay, so I merge into the road, and so on the corner sits a gas station. Now if you're in the Somerville area, Knightsville area, you know this gas station right here. I'm not gonna say the road, but anyways, the gas station right here. When you come out the gas station, you have to turn right. So if you turn left, you're crossing 2 lanes to get to the one that you're trying to get to. So you obviously have to turn right at that. It says it on the ground. It says right turn only. On the sign, it says right turn. So it's like that's it. Like it's a right turn. As I'm approaching, I emerge into the lane, turn left. The light was red. Light turns green. The road is 45. Okay, it's a 45 speed limit road. So I'm like, okay, like I ain't taking my feet off the gas. Like there's no point. The light just turned green. This light's long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's the point? So I'm going. Traffic's heavy. It's like getting real close to 6. It's like 5. It was like 5:33, I believe, when we left the neighborhood. So traffic heavy. So, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't see what's going on in this lane. Because this lane right here, cars are either turning right or they're going straight. So the car coming out of the gas station, I didn't see them. So as I'm approaching, they're coming too. And we meet in the middle. We meet right in the middle, and I hit her. So basically, as we're approaching her, my sister, my older sister, she was sitting next to me. And she's like, Jay, I'm pressing the brakes. Like, I literally screamed, I'm pressing the brakes. And it wouldn't stop. Usually my car, the brakes is good. Like we over here, we jerking and stuff. My brakes is 100% good. So I'm not sure what was going on that point. When from I hit her to what was going on with my brakes, I didn't have no idea. So I was pressing the brakes. I literally slammed my foot pressing the brakes. My elbows, everything was locked. I was locked and my feet was up. Like, you know, even real close and you trying to like embrace yourself. Like you just lock everything in your body. That's what I did. I was lift up off my seat, my foot on the brake, and I was trying to stop the car. As we got closer, I don't believe I blacked out. I believe I closed my eyes. And when I felt like the car like this, I was like, okay, girl, period. You done, like, you know what I'm saying? You brake, you good. I opened my eyes and I was like, oh my gosh, Kiara, I hit the car. I'm gonna get in trouble. That was the first thing I said. I'm gonna get in trouble. Don't know why I said I was getting in trouble. I was like, oh my gosh. So I look at Kiera and she was like, oh Jay. I'm like, I couldn't do anything. Like literally, this is how the car, let me go from the side. This is me, this is her. We're meeting. I didn't see her, we're meeting. and I hit. There's not enough time for me to this point for me to brake. You know what I'm saying? 45 speed limit road. If you know how to drive, I mean, I couldn't brake. It wasn't gonna work. It didn't matter who was in that front seat. There was no way you could brake and not hit that person. There just wasn't a way. So I was panicking. I was like, oh my gosh. And like all these thoughts were just going through, like, you could have prevented this, Jaden. You should have stayed home. You could have went and you could have made a hard left. You could have made a hard left and you could have swerved and prevented this from happening. You know what I'm saying? I could have went into the other lane and just went heading back home. But if I did that, the ditch was right there. There's a fence right there. So it's like, ooh, you couldn't do that. You could have went the ditch. And another thing is, as she's coming, she slams on brake in my lane and she's only looking to the right, to the traffic that's coming from, you know what I'm saying, from the light that I'm going to. So the car right there, like that's coming, that she's slamming brakes for, slamming their brakes because they was going to hit her. She went in front of her. So either way, that lady was going to get hit either way. And so as the thoughts are going, I'm like, okay, Jaden, maybe you could have swerved into the other lane and not possibly hit the white car that was in front of you, but there was no way you could have stopped that fast and swerved out and not get your car scratched or anything. Maybe if I sped up a bit more, maybe she wouldn't have hit my car. Or then boom, another thought, maybe she would hit the side of the car where my sister was at, and that wasn't going to be smart. It was like all these thoughts going in my head at one time, and it was so overwhelming. I never got in a car accident before. With my parents, nothing. I'd never been in a car accident before, so it was like just so overwhelming. I was so scared. So my sister called my dad and was like, yeah, somebody hit Jay, whatever, da 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 da. He said he was coming. The traffic's heavy. It took him a long time to come. The police officer was behind. I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast. My bad. The police officer was behind us, and he was like, yeah, I seen the whole thing. It's okay. It's okay. And so I called my mom. I called my sister, who was taking the food to. I was like, yeah, girl, we just got in a car accident. Turn the camera. I was like, okay, let me call mom real quick. I'll call mom and make sure everything was okay, because she freaks out very fast. I'm sorry. I'm trying to calm down and not talk so fast, but it's not working. But she freaks out very fast. Her nerves are very bad. So I called her, let her know everything was okay. I showed her what we were going through, everything like that. Then I called my friends because, yeah, and I showed them what was going on, whatever. And I don't think I should add that in here, but so they made me, I'm just not going to say what was said, but it made me mad because I feel as if it didn't matter if I was in the car, if they mom or they daddy, they granddaddy, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter if how good you a driver you are. My father said I was the best driver in the house. My sister said I'm the best driver. So it was like when people make comments as in, well, you have to be 16 or you have to be this age, that age to be the best driver you want to be, or all these other stupid things they comment on, it irritates me because it's like, baby, I'm a good driver. On my driving test, I went to driving school. On my driving test, I missed 2 points out of 24 for not looking in my rearview mirror. That wasn't a big thing. I feel I looked in the rearview mirror. I don't go up and look like that. I just go like that. I'm like, okay, we good. Like, but anyways, so little comments it irritated nothing out of me. So before the police officer got there, the lady was in a car. I forgot to mention, this was her hand. So what I can see, this is what I see from the side. Her hand like this, and she's on the phone. Like literally, she's holding the phone and she's looking like this. Now I'm saying that's what I see. For me coming close, this is what I see. So when I done hit her, open my eyes, whatever, she's on the phone yelling. Her voice was fine. She was yelling to the top of her lungs. Everything was cool. Like, so my sister was like, you okay? She's like, no, I can't get out the car. Back up. So I'm like, okay, shoot, I'll back up. Like, my bad. So she's like, no, back up. Wait till the police officer come here. Once he gets there, whatever. He said he saw the whole thing, and he told me to back up. So mind you, he's parked behind me. I'm like, oh my gosh, Kira, I can't back up. I can't back up. Like, I need you to do this. I can't drive. I can't do it anymore. She's like, no, Jay, just back up. So I took a deep breath, and I backed up. And so he says, pull into the gas station. So I said, okay, but he's standing in front of the car. I was like literally panicking. I was trying so hard not to cry. I wanted to cry so bad. Get this together. So I went, whipped, got into the gas station. My dad finally showed up. And so the lady, let me tell you about this lady. The lady, she sat here and she got out the car. Remember I said she was perfectly fine on the phone, yelling and all that. So she got out the car and she acted as she was playing the victim. So like her voice, she acted like her voice was gone. She's like, yeah, like it was like I can't even really do the voice. Like she acted like her voice was gone, and that she was so sick, and like she was just coughing. The police officer didn't have his mask on. The girl didn't have her mask on. Like I just went, popped my mask on, gave my sister one of a mask, and like I was like no, because she was coughing, and she was playing victim. She was like and her dad came and stuff. It was like, yeah, they in fault and all this. I'm like, you made a legal left turn. You're telling me I'm in fault. But I didn't say anything because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know why I thought I was gonna get in trouble, because I didn't get in trouble. They weren't mad at me. They were just say they was happy that I was safe or whatever. They said the car got messed up. It didn't matter. We could have went the next day and got in the car. It didn't matter about the car as long as me and my sister was safe. They said everything. And so like, I'm sorry, my friend called me, so I'm a little off, but I said everything was safe, whatever. So like during these moments, it was like so much thoughts going through my head, because it was like they're telling me, you know, you're the best driver, you know what I'm saying, and like it just told me all this stuff that, and I'm like, okay, well, my sister's never got in a car accident, you know what I'm saying, my sister's never did any stuff, though it wasn't my fault. But at that time I was like, I was done. I was just like, I was so disappointed. I was like, OMG, like, you know what I'm saying, this is my first car. I barely had my license for that long. My family finally let me, like, they finally lifted their hand up and let me go free and start driving, you know what I'm saying? Because for my sisters, once they got their license, they didn't start driving 2-3 months after. I didn't have my license for a month yet, not even for 3 weeks yet, and they're letting me drive. And I was just like, OMG, like, this really just, I was just so broken. I was like, oh my God. It was just like so many thoughts. I just felt like I could have did something to prevent it from happening. I could have did something to prevent me crashing to her. Maybe I should have pressed the brakes harder. Maybe I should have did this. Maybe I should have did that. That's all was going through my head at the same time. So as police officer was coming to speak to me and stuff, I was like so shooken. Like I was like, is that even a word? But I was shooken. I don't know if that's a word or not, but I'm gonna use it. I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast. I have to stop. I don't talk this fast at all. But so I was shook. So I was like, he said, can I get your license and your registration, whatever, all that stuff that be in your car. So I'm like, yeah, sure. So I go and I get my purse out the car. And mind you, I forgot to mention this. My door would not open. Like, I would push on the door, it would crack open, it won't go no more. My sister tried to pull it, it wouldn't. The airbags did not come out. The airbags did not come out, whatever. But the door wouldn't open. So I had to keep climbing back and forth between the seats and all that from the passenger side. And so yeah, so as I get my license and stuff, my hands, like, I can't even shake that hard. I was like this, and I was trying to get it. Like, this is literally how I was shaking. My whole body was shaking. I was just like, OMG, like, this never happened to me before. I never had to get involved with anything like this. So I was just so shook. And so one of my friends called me, and because her mom was on the phone with my mom when I left, and they were still there. They were still on the phone when the accident happened. My dad walked in or whatever. So I'm guessing she probably told her daughter. And so she called me, and I was like, hey. And she was like, yeah, you okay? I heard what happened. I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, you sound like you about to cry. And she was like, oh. I was like, yeah, I gotta get on the phone with her, because if I don't, I'm going to break. I was like, let me call you back. I can't deal with this right now. Let me call you back. Like, it was just so many emotions going at one time. It was like anger, sadness, disappointment. It was just like so many things. So I had to like I just need to go. I just need to get away. I was just like, I'm ready to go home. I don't want to drive again. They just gonna take my license. I was clearly not ready because I got an accident. I don't know why I kept putting everything on me, but I threw everything on me, and I was holding it in. Cause let me explain to y'all. My dad and my oldest sister, they're more of a, you okay? You say yeah, then you're good, and that's it. My mother and my second oldest sister, she's more of my dad and my mom split in half. My mom's more of a comfort. You okay? And if you don't look like you're okay, she'll come up to you, she will hold you, whatever. My second oldest sister, she might do that, she might not. My dad and my older sister, no, they're not going to do that. So I was glad my mom wasn't there, because if she was there, I was not going to be able to hold it together if she was there or whatever. So after a while standing up, the EMS and all that, they kept asking if he was okay, if we need to go to the hospital. We kept telling them no, we was fine. And so after a while, my sister started feeling pain. I started feeling a little pain, but I didn't really want to mention it or whatever. But she started feeling pain, like all of her back, whatever. But the reason she really felt pain is because she went and curled up next to me, and her legs like balled up in front of her as the car approached us and we hit him. So that's why she was feeling more pain than I was. Now my pain was more of a, I don't know if it's pain or not, because I took a nail class, like I said, like earlier that last Monday I took a nail class. So my lower back, I was sitting like this the whole time. Let's say the seat right here, I'm sitting up the whole time. So my back was hurting for like the whole week or whatever. So I didn't know what was different from the pain, procrastinating, and my aches from me sitting up for that long. I couldn't tell. So finally everything settled. The girl parents come, whatever. And so like I said, they was playing like if they was victim and it was my fault of the accident, whatever. So while we're there, the girl, the lady, my sister said she looked like she in her 20s. I say she looked like she in her 30s. Maybe it might be because the way her hair was looking, the way she actually looked. Maybe that's why. But I felt like she was personally in her 30s or whatever. Not that that matters. But so basically her parents came, whatever. They came in there like calm, like this had happened before. They wasn't like worried or anything. I'm like, what's going on? So they come and her dad's trying to talk to her, trying to figure out what's going on, whatever. She's like, Daddy, can you please hush? You're giving me another headache. I already have one. You add another one. And she's yelling at him. And me and my sister, we're like, I look at my dad and I'm just like, I'm saying like, my parents, I would have got slapped so fast. They would not let me talk to them like that. So after a while, police officer finally comes back and says that the lady's at fault because she made a legal left turn. So as waiting on the truck to come pick up my car, the tow truck to come pick up my car, we go and sit in my dad's car. And so I started feeling bad because it was like, I don't know why I kept putting all this on myself, but it was like my sister is in pain and I'm not in pain. But it's like, I'm the one who's driving, not caused the accident, but I'm the one who hit her. So I was like, it was just too much. It was just so much emotion just going on at one time, whatever. So my mom finally comes and we told her that we need to go to the hospital. So she's like, okay. And so she gets there, whatever. And she walks up to me, she hugs me. And she's like, everything's gonna be okay. And I broke down. I broke down. I was so upset. I was like, I just started driving and now it was, I don't know why I was thinking about other people, but I was really upset because it was like, I just got my license and you know what I'm saying, I plan on doing things with my friends, whatever. Now nobody's gonna trust me to drive with them. Nobody's gonna be in the car with me when I drive. And it was like, you know what I'm saying, it was just so many emotions going on at one time and I could not handle it. Couldn't keep it inside. I usually keep everything inside and I'll deal with it myself, but then I could not keep it inside. I felt like my voice is going, but I couldn't keep it inside, so I just let it go. So you get to the hospital, we pull up and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm thinking we're going to a different hospital. This is the same hospital that we rushed my granny to. I'm like, oh no, we gotta go. I told myself I was never come back to the hospital again. Like, I was like, no. So I threw my head. I'm like, okay, Jaden, like, you just gotta put it aside and keep going with your life. You can't hold on to the same. You can't hold on to the past. So I was like, okay, Jaden, calm down. We're gonna go. Everything's gonna be fine. It started raining, whatever. And on the way there, let me tell you what happened on the way there. On the way there, we're going. You know what I'm saying? We cool. We're good. We're listening to music. Gospel music. That's the only thing I want to listen to is gospel music. So we're going, and the person's sitting in the median. We're in the far left lane. So we're going and the person starts coming and like the same thing happened when I was driving with the brakes and like the pump. I was like, oh my gosh. Cause it was just so much. So whatever, we get inside the hospital. We switch out our masks. They tell us we gotta do this, that, and third. So they took my blood pressure, the little thing on my arm. I don't know what all these things are called, but the little thing they put on your finger. And the stuff on your arm, they didn't take your blood pressure, did they? I don't know, whatever. Did a little finger and a little arm. And so then we're back in the back or whatever. And so my mama was with us. And so it was funny because my mom, they was like, is there any way you can be pregnant? I'm like, no. I was like, Lord, no. And I was like, girl, I said no. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? No. So whatever. And then so we took Tylenol, whatever, and she told us that we should keep it up for 2 days and that Oh yeah, I'm gonna insert pictures throughout this of how the car looked. But she said we should keep it up for 2 days. Our medicine, either ibuprofen or Tylenol. I took Tylenol that night, and then after that, I didn't take anything. So after we went home, whatever, I ate some food, and on our way home, my mama called my aunts, and so she was like, "Good, they're safe, da da da," and she called my Uncle Earl, and he was, I guess he was like, I don't know, he was like upset. I guess he was crying and stuff that we got in a car accident. He was mad, and he was really mad. He was like, this girl just got her license, and I was like, oh, here we go, Lord. Like, I don't know. It was just so much. It was just too much going on. I just wanted to go home, go to sleep, and yeah. So that's why Vlogmas Day 4 was not posted, because after we dropped my sister food off, I was planning on coming back home, getting ready for my exercising class, spend night, because I had a freaking day of my life. That was a day of my life I was filming. And I would come home, so I got presents, everything. I had so many videos planned for that day. I like gonna film like 3 videos that day. We got presents. I was gonna film like wrapping hacks or whatever. I was just gonna film so many things, and I just couldn't film it. I was so upset, y'all. I was really trying to stick to Vlogmas. Anyway, so I wish I could just went back and like redid everything the whole day. I would have went back and redid the whole day. But I was grateful that me and my sisters did not get hurt, and that everything was good, and that it was the bumper, everything, the front of the car was messed up, but we didn't personally get hurt. For my car, we're not sure. They was closed on Saturdays, I think Sundays too, so we are so yeah. For the door, if one piece in that door is broken, I'm gonna have to get a new car. But right now he says that I can still drive, and that I can share cars with my sisters, because my sisters don't really go anywhere. They have separate cars, so it doesn't matter. If I want to go somewhere, I guess I'm not going to ask them. I'm going to ask my parents if I can drive their car. But yeah, I don't plan on driving anytime soon anyways. So, all this thing flipped the whole time. It had my own, there you go, first on. But I don't plan on driving anyways, anywhere really. So yeah, I woke up the next day, and my arm was very sore. Like this, like all this right here was sore. I was like, I'm gonna go through the pain. Like, it's not really that. I'm just gonna go through the pain. My sister was a little sore, and so I went through the pain, did my friend nails, because I promised her I was gonna do her nails. I would insert a picture, because I think I did wonderful on her nails. Took 6 hours. Like, literally took 6 hours to do her nails, but it's okay, I'm still a beginner. But I did her nails. We kept stopping here and there or whatever, but yeah, that was basically it of the car accident. Try to make sure I didn't forget anything except for the fact, but yeah, this was an experience that I don't ever want to go through again. I don't wish a car accident on nobody. Maybe because it was my first one, and I was very overwhelmed with very much different emotions, that it was hard for me. But I don't know, it was just too much for me to deal with. I really don't want to deal with that again. And yeah, so that's basically the end of the story. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn notification on to notify when I post. This video hopefully will get posted tonight, which is the 6th. If not, it will get posted the 7th. I actually have a video that's supposed to be posted right now, but I didn't get to it. So yeah, I'll see y'all later.